Hello everybody. I must, something huge is still happening. Um, and there are some things that came up in my mind actually. Um, there is there is at least some things that I noticed about the whole Piggy Gus thing. Um, it seems like Piggy is looking for every sign possible to go after Gus. Um, at least from what I've heard, there has been some things happening behind the scenes, that the parents are getting involved with all this, which I hope that with that Piggy would stop go after Gus, but apparently not. And from what I can understand, the reasoning behind that is, well, trolls are going after Piggy, then Piggy will go after Gus. Which I admit I don't really understand. Why punish Gus for something that people do to you, other people do to you? And I've said this in my other video as well. Piggy claims that Gus is talking about Piggy, and I noticed that Gus will mention people who comes on his streams. So of course Gus is going to mention Piggy when Piggy goes on his streams. It will be like an self-proclamation thing that, well, Piggy's going there because he mentioned him, and Gus will mention him when he goes on the stream. Now I must admit that it's pretty weird that Piggy is going after Gus for something that other people do. And then we have the same thing as usual, that Piggy will say, stop going to my streams, stop making videos, but Piggy's doing the same thing to Gus, and he is always going to do that for whatever reason. Another thing that I noticed too is Piggy saying things like, well, stop talking about Matt, I'm gonna send this to Matt. Why? Why does what does Madman has to do with this? Sure, the trolls talk about Madman a lot. Sure. So yeah, that happens, but what does Madman have to do with Gus is my question. And another thing that I noticed too, I saw that Piggy got a lot of trolls on one of his streams, and he begged Madman to help, but Madman didn't help because he was upset. So my question is, what kind of friend is Matt to Piggy if he can't really help Piggy? One theory might be that Mattman doesn't really want to be directly involved, because that would be put him in much trouble. At the same time, considering Mattman's reputation, he doesn't really, I can imagine that he doesn't really want to be involved with a 16-year-old. And at the same time, by not directly being involved, he can harass Guz behind the scenes. If one of those are true, then it's totally messed up that a 40-plus-year-old does that to a 13-year-old. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, that's all I need to say about this at the moment. Peace out.